Hi, it's me, Vamp, and let's talk about Nekros. No, not the Desecrate only Nekros, but rather the new Nekros rework. Nekros got reworked. This is 2016, as you may know, whatever. Nekros got reworked. I had to change my build around for a little bit. It's technically not the smoothest build in the world, but it's a build nonetheless. What you're gonna do? Yep, it is definitely a build. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so with the changes, they left his Soul Punch and Terrify alone. Soul Punch still, attacks enemies, whatever. And Terrify, of course, does armor reduction plus makes them want to run away and never return. Now, Desecrate is a toggle now. And it's not that kind of toggle. It doesn't consume energy per second every time you have it toggled on. It does energy per enemy. Yes. What it does is takes every time it desecrates, it auto desecrates. It does. You see the desecrate animation once when you toggle it on, but other than that, it auto desecrates whenever you're close enough to an enemy, which is very good. It leaves you open to just toggle it on, forget about it. Now, if you do go in a nullifier bubble, however, or die, or get, host migration, you will have to turn on Desecrate. But once you turn it on, you can just jump around, run around. Forget about Desecrate. This is good for me personally because I'm one of the people that I like being in the action, so I always tend to forget to desecrate, and everyone's like, "Oh, why'd he bother being a Nekros if he's not gonna desecrate?" Blah. Well, now they can't really say that. I mean, technically, since you can only desecrate one body at a time, it's got a little bit of a nerf, but it's not that bad. Now, Shadows of the Dead, people are kind of iffy about. The health decay now for Shadows of the Dead. It goes up or down depending on how much duration you have. But the Shadows of the Dead don't just last for 30 seconds or 25 seconds. They last for however until they die. Now since they have a decay, they would die fairly quickly, but you can recast shadows. It will have a much shorter animation and it will give your shadows back all of their health. As well as if you're super far away from your shadow, but they're still alive in another room or something, you can cast shadows and they'll all teleport right to you, which is a very, very, very nifty feature. Now, the enemies you can spawn is capped at 7, no matter what you do. But the whole thing, it picks from your Deadpool, if you will, the best enemies it can find. The best because it has its own internal rating system as to what enemies are good, what enemies are bad, lower, higher spectrum, as well as it also takes into account the level of their enemy. So no more having to worry about, did I kill this ancient healer before the charger, or did I kill the heavy gunner before the lancer? No need to worry about any of that. Now, there is one more, two more things we gotta talk about, I suppose, which are the mods. Because as you know, these two abilities also have two mods, the Spoil and Shield of Shadow. Now, the Spoil, as you can see, says a little bit different. Consumes 10 health instead, as in per, enemy body thing. But, that's affected by, of course, it's affected by streamline, so it's affected by efficiency, and that's always good. And then we have Shield of Shadows. Now, as you know, you can only have 7 shadows now, but to compensate for that, DE made it so that your shadows, how much damage they take for you, is affected by power strength. So the more power strength you have, the more damage the shadow can take for you. And furthermore, the HUD display up in the right hand corner, it will have a percentage for you, to tell you how much percent damage reduction you have when your shadows are out. So Nekros actually can be kind of a tank now, which is cool. And of course you still have your whole desecrate thing. So that's very cool. This is a much needed change for Nekros, in my opinion. Like I said, this build, it may not be permanent. I just, needed to find room for stuff, and I was going to put a narrow-minded or a blind rage on, but I don't want to invest any more format into this till I get Nekros Prime. So yeah, that is my, I guess, review of the rework, whatever. Anyway, later.